Good morning, dear children. Let's start the new chapter today. That is lesson number 16, the sentence. Lesson number 16, the sentence. And it's given on page number 146 of your book. Be ready with page number 146. Let's start the topic. First of all, we should understand what is a sentence. I hope you have studied this topic in the previous classes also. In detail we are going to study now. Okay, sentence. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words. A group of words. First of all, sentence is a group of words. In sentence, many words are used. Okay. What kind of words are these? These words are making complete sense. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. Clear? And these group of words should be arranged in a proper way. Okay, simply writing group of words, we cannot call it a sentence. They should be arranged in a proper way and they should make a complete sense. If I write here, is a boy good Rohan? Here we can see group of words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words, isn't it? We say it's a group of words. Can we call it a sentence? Is the boy good Rohan? Is the boy good Rohan? Do we get a proper sense of this sentence? No. These group of words are not arranged in a proper way and they are not making proper sense when we rearrange these words. Rohan is a good boy. Here we can see the proper sentence. Soon after reading this sentence, we are getting some meaning. Rohan is a good boy. So dear children, a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. Clear? It is a group of words, should be arranged in a proper way and they should give a proper complete sense. And one more example if I write here. These books. Here we can see here the group of words. These books. More than one word means it's a group of words. Okay. These books. If we read, it's a group of words. But does it make a complete sense? No. Half sense we get these books. Talking about some books. Okay. But we are not getting a complete sense of this. Okay. So we do not say it's a sentence. We do not call it a sentence. What we call? We can call it a phrase. Okay, that in the next chapters we will study in detail about the phrase and the clause. Okay, so it's not, this group of words is not a sentence. If I write here, I love to read these books. I love to read these books. Here we can see these group of words are making a proper sense. Okay, they are arranged in a proper way and they give a complete sense. Here we can see these books. It's the part of the sentence. So altogether this group of words makes a complete sense. I hope you understood what is a sentence. It's a group of words which makes a complete sense. Dear children, always remember that sentence begins with a capital letter. Sentence always begins with a capital letter and it ends with a punctuation mark. Punctuation mark can be either the full stop, or it can be the question mark, or it can be the sign of exclamation. According to the need, according to the type of the sentence, we use the final punctuation mark. Clear? Now we'll study about the parts of sentence. Sentence is having two parts. What are they? The first one is subject and the second one is predicate. Subject and predicate. Subject, the doer of the action of the verb who is performing the action. Subject is the doer of the action. Doer of the action of verb. Clear? Or in another words we can say they are the performer of the action. Doer or performer of the action. Then comes the second part, that is predicate. The part of the sentence that tells us something about the subject. Okay, the part of the sentence which tells something about the subject. Clear? Predicate tells something about the subject. Okay. So, predicate always tells something about the subject. Subject is the doer or performer of the action, and whatever is said by the subject is called the predicate. So let's see the example. The lion is the king of the jungle. The lion is the king of the jungle. What is the subject in this sentence? About what we are talking? The lion. It's the subject. Is the king of the jungle is the predicate in this sentence. And dear children, verb is always the part of the predicate. Clear? Verb is always the part of the predicate. In this sentence, the predicate is the king of the jungle. Give us information about the subject, that is the lion. Dear children, the subject is placed before the predicate. Subject is usually placed before the predicate. The predicate always has a finite verb in it. Okay? A finite verb works with the subject of a sentence to give a sense of completeness. Verb. Without a verb, a sentence is never complete, that we know. And this verb gives, it works with the subject of a sentence to give a sense of completeness. It helps the sentence to complete its meaning. Clear? So, I hope it's clear to you what is a sentence. Sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense, and sentence always begins with a capital letter. It ends with the full stop or question mark or sign of exclamation. And then sentence is having two parts. The first one is subject. Subject is the doer of the action of the verb. Second one is the predicate. Predicate tells something about the subject. And without a verb, sentence is always incomplete. Verb is always the part of the predicate which helps the sentence to complete its meaning. Clear? Now dear children, go through this, and here on page number 146, the exercise is given. Circle the subject and underline the predicate in the following sentences. Try to do it by yourself, and in the next class, we'll study the next topic, that is the direct and indirect object. Thank you.